Hello everybody, Marie by Design here. I just wanted to show you my square number 12 for my Disney crochet blanket. It's now completed. That was the square number 12 and here it is. That is my square number 12 finished and completed. I have done a video on this because at the time I had to learn to do double treble 3 together and double treble 4 together, so, and that was in that square, so it's on there now. I've edited it and it's live to go and watch, so you can learn how to do double treble 3 together and double treble 4 together. And that was in this, and it was this part where you had to do those stitches, and then I worked the rest of the pattern with all those colours. Okay, so that's number 12 finished. Then, so that was the Winnie the Pooh woodland flower square, and that was number 12, which I've just shown you. Right, but what I want to do today is I have been working on square number 13 and square number 14. The square number 13 is this one. This is the start of my Minnie's bow background square. Okay, so that is, if you can see down there, that is the Minnie's bow, because there's Minnie Mouse and Mickey Mouse. That's Minnie's bow square. It's a lot to say, isn't it? So I've done the white bit of that square. It's called the Minnie's bow background square. Okay, I've done that, as you can see, but and then I had to do the bow, which I have done, and there it is. Okay, that's the bow, but I've got to sew in the middle of it. Okay, and then I've got to sew it onto this square, but I can't do that until I've done this colour with my sunflower colour wool, which is this. So that is what I'm going to show you now, how to change the colour from white to sunflower. I've also done square number 14, which is Mickey's background square, because on this I've got to label it up. This is for square 14, and then I've got to do his face, Mickey's face, to go onto this square. Okay, now I've already done this square, save doing it again. I did this about 3 or 4 times because I didn't get it quite right. I misunderstood what it was saying, so I had to unpick it and do it again. And I thought, well, I'll do the edging, and then in my next video I will show you on this square how to change the colour, and it's the same on number 14, so it's no good me showing you that as well. So that is what I'm doing today. Okay, adding this, and I'm going to pull my camera down now so you can see me adding this and how I add mine, changing a colour to my work. Okay, I'm going to pull the camera down. Okay, right, as I said in my beginning of my video, this is my background square for Minnie's bow. Okay, and I said in the earlier on in the video, before I could sew my bow on and do the center of it, and also I've got to add some bobbles on it, some white bobbles on it, some knots onto it. I will bring that back and show you that process. It's the first time I've done it, so I don't know how they're going to turn out in crochet, but I wanted to show you how I add this first before all that. Okay, right, well, I've reached the point now where I have got to add my sunflower yarn in to make the border like I did for this one. Okay, right, on the pattern it's saying to go up to round 5. So I've done round 5, right? So round 6 is the next one, and this is where you join B. This is B, and this is leftover yarn from my other crochet squares, and that's what you do all throughout this blanket. You use they come usually with a ball of wool, and then a 25 gram ball, and then there's also a 10-gram ball in with each in each issue, and then it will tell you as you work in the blanket to use leftover yarn from another magazine, another issue. So right, so this is my sunflower yarn. Okay, for all those people that already know what I'm talking about when I say issues and everything else, because there'll be people which are doing this. I know there's one lady which has commented on my squares, and maybe others which have been watching this because they've been doing the issue as well. Smooth that out the way, I'm getting tangled now up in other. Right, okay, now right, how I join the yarn, right, I don't do it, other people do it different, but because I'm only doing 2 rows with this, I'm not going to do it how other people do it. How I'm joining mine, if it was a big blanket and I had a lot of one colour and a lot of another, then I would join it in the way which I've learnt to do it in other places. But this is how I've been joining on the yarn. I was going to try the other way, where you do a tie and then you knot it and then it links it together and then you can cut the end off. I'm not doing it like that. I'm doing it like this. So what I'm going to do is well, what I was doing was I was doing it like this and then putting my hook under there. But what I've been doing is, and which I've found is better, I have been doing like a slip knot and then grabbing, so what you do is, well, you can either do it that way and then link it off when you drag it through your stitch, or what I did try and do with my last square is like this. Wrap it round your fingers, right, so it's crossed over to your tail yarn. Okay, pull that through with your fingers and then you do a slip knot. Okay, there's lots of ways of doing slip knots. Now I've created a knot there, and then I'm going to drag this through the stick, get my hook, my 4mm crochet hook, and drag it through. See, so it's like that. Okay, and then I'm going to pull up on that end so it pulls it up to the needle. Okay, like this, pull it again so it pulls up to the needle, pull it on the big main one so you're pulling it up. Okay, and that is how I join, but make sure you get the knot underneath that stitch so it's linked in properly, but so because there's a knot there, let's just make sure that's gone over the knot. There we go. Has it gone over the knot? No, not quite. Make sure it goes over before you go and link it on properly. Oh, come on. Right, hang on a minute. I've gone and pulled my white yarn too tight now that I can't get right. Loosen the white yarn off. Okay. Not too much, and then pull it back through. So it goes over the knot. Come on. Right. It goes over the knot. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap the yarn round. Okay. No, it's the yellow. Wrap your main yarn round. Okay. So, and then pull it through. So it links on to your hook and it won't. No. Yeah, I know what I've done. Pull the I'm going to do that again because that isn't quite right. That isn't right. Okay, that isn't right. That isn't right. Didn't work out right, that didn't. It worked for me before, it's because I'm on the camera. Okay. Right. Do it again. Wrap it round. Pull that through with my hook this time. It's on there. And then I'm going to pull this yarn through. Okay, so it's on there now. Just link that up. There we go. Right, the yarn, the knot can't get through now. And now what I'm going to do is, that's better. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to link this on now. See, wrap the yarn round your hook and pull through. Now that's on there now. Okay, I've created my first stitch. Make sure you pull your yarn tight. Right, I am leaving this tail on for the moment until it tells me to take it off, because you've got to still work with this white yarn as well as this yarn. The second row you only work with this, so for now the white still has to stay on, but on the second row to last row you then only work with this. So right, so alternate. Okay, I've done a stitch there, so I've done one. Right, it's telling me on the 6th row, join B and alternate colours as steps 3 and 4. That was on this one, that was on this square. Okay, the edging. All right, so you've got to make sure you don't get tangled as well with this yarn. So I'm going to put the yellow yarn on my lap and keep the white yarn on my table. Okay, right, I'm only going to do the 1 row. I'm not going to do the 2 rows because it will take too long and you wouldn't want to see me do that as well. Right, this is join B. I've done that. That's that. Now you've got a chain 3 to start with, so I'm going to use the new wool to chain 3 first. Okay, because it does say on here. Now I always use this page where it's telling me about all my stitches, and I always use this page as a diagram. Okay, so I know where I'm going. Okay, so when you're changing it, it's asking you to pin the bow on. I'm not doing that until I've done my edging, because it is that I like that in the pattern. The edging is already on there when she's stitching this on. Okay, so row 6. Okay, that's of your bow. Okay, right, it's up here. Okay, right, it's here. Right, showing you here where to start on here, number 3. Begin round 6 with 2 chain, then draw B through to make R. Okay, right, it's telling me begin round 6 with 2 chain and then pull B through to make 3rd standing chain. Okay, right, well, I didn't do that in the last one. Okay, so I've got to undo that. So to start with then, I wasn't following the pattern. I was trying to do it quick. Okay, so we've done round 5, and now it's telling me in the pattern to start it off with 2 in this colour. Okay, sorry about that. 1, I forgot about that when I was doing that one. I started it off straight away. It doesn't matter. So that was 1 chain, yarn round hook. There's my 2 chains. Okay, there's 2 chains on there. Okay, 1, 2. Now it's telling me in the pattern to start with B now, and yet on the other one it says start with B, but as it says for rows 3 to 4. Okay, so yeah, I should have done that. Never mind, didn't do it in the last one, but you can't notice it. It doesn't look out of place how I did the last square. It's only 2 stitches anyway, so it wouldn't matter. Right, so again I'm pulling B through. Okay, and then I'm doing my 3rd chain with B. See, it's done it again. Right, I'm going to do my 3rd chain now in the yellow. So yarn round hook with the yellow. This is how it's telling you to link it. I do it differently, but there you go. Right, so that's linked on now onto the white. Okay, it's not going to go anywhere. It's linked onto the white. Okay, so what you need to do is hook that white round the back. Okay, and now your yellow's on there now. Okay, and you've done 2 in the white. Okay, now it's telling you to 3rd standing chain the yellow, pull gently on the white yarn to tighten the stitch, yarn over hook, working with the yellow now, an alternate white. Okay, yarn over hook. I've got the ring on the wrong finger and I'm my tension. Yeah, just what's it, that there, putting my tension ring on to that finger. Okay, yeah, and put that round there. There we go. See, that's my tension ring. Okay, pull on the white a bit. Okay, right, now yarn over hook, work with the yellow, insert it into the next stitch and draw through. So there are 3 loops on the hook. but bear in mind this says free chain. I've done that. Now 1 TR in space. So as you're doing it, this, you put this into your space, okay, which is there in the corner space, okay, yarn round hook and pull through. So there's now 3 on the hook, exactly what it's saying on this page here, this one here, okay. So it's 3 on the hook. Now draw B through the first 2 loops. So hook, yarn round hook, okay, yarn round hook, this is B, draw it through the first 2 loops because you're doing a treble, okay. Now form the first stage of the treble and then complete, this is section 5 on your row 13, complete treble by drawing A through these 2 stitches. So I've got to draw A through the first 2 stitches, okay, through the 2 stitches. That is your white yarn, okay, because you're then starting with your white, okay, so you have to do that, so that, okay, so that you are starting with your next colour. That is what I wanted to show you. Every time you're changing a colour, you put, because I'm changing to white, and now put the yarn through the yellow first, otherwise it's going to be, you're not going to have the same colour on top. You're going to end up having yellow on white and white on yellow if you don't do that. So again, okay, so always remember to put your next colour that you're going to then work on through first, so it gets even. You'll see as I go and work this row. Okay, so that's white, so I'm on white, okay, through these 2 loops, make the first stage of the treble in A, okay. Keep the unused yarn at the back of your work and carry it along the top edge, so this is how it will look from the wrong side, which if you carry your yarn round the back, it will look like that there. No, sorry, it will look like that, well, that there in 6, it'll look like that, so it's nice and neat. So every time you change a colour, drag it round the back so it keeps it neat and tidy. Okay, so now we're on right, yeah, I've done that. This is how it, yeah, I've done that. Repeat these 2 steps, changing colour each stitch. So every time you change a stitch, make sure you change the colour that you're working on next first, and vice versa, and you do that all around the edges, but I'll do a bit more and show you, and then I'll end this video. Okay, so we've started changing the colour now, but as I say, different patterns will be different ways of changing colours, but this is how you change the colour in this blanket. Okay, so what I'm doing now, I've done the treble, then I've got to do 1 treble in the next 17 TR, so there's 17 here, that's 17 treble. So I did that previous row and then it made it 17 treble. So okay, so we're working with white now, drag that round the back, okay. Okay, so I'm on white now, so now I've got to do the next one, which will be here. That's my next stitch along now. Okay, right, is it? Yeah, 17. Okay, right, yarn over hook, because I've got to do treble. Okay, yeah, it's treble in each of the next 17. So my white yarn round hook, okay, and through that first one there, underneath, okay, yarn round hook again and pull through, so that you have got 3 on the hook. Okay, this is treble, yarn round hook and pull through the first 2, yarn round hook to complete the treble and pull that through there. That's that one. Okay, so now put this one you've just worked round the back, then bring your yarn you were working with before try not to get tangled with your tails as well. That's right, so the white is at the back, I've got that in my hand. Okay, I'm on my sunflower yarn now and I've got to do another treble, so it's alternate. First I've got to pull that through. Okay, pull that through. Just make sure you're not pulling through the other yarn as well. Okay, so that this is going to be the second one. Now I've started on that one, yarn round hook, and it's a treble. We're working trebles all along. Okay, so this is the second one now, yarn round hook, pull through, yarn round hook, pull through the first 2. Okay, yarn round hook, pull through the next 2, and that's another treble done. Okay, then change yarn again, put that at the back, just make sure you're keeping it tight as well. Okay, next yarn, it's your white one, we're working with that one now, so pull that through first. Okay, so we're ready to work the white yarn now, another treble. Remember, you're doing 17 of them. Okay, doing 17 of these trebles. One, yarn round hook, pull through, so you have 3 again, yarn round hook, pull through 2, yarn round hook, pull through 2. That's another treble completed. Make sure your yellow yarn's pulled as well, so it's nice and neat. Okay, now we're back on the sunflower yellow again. Take your white yarn round the back so it keeps it neat, and then because we're working on this, we need to go through the white yarn again. Okay, ready to work the next treble. I need to put that round there because it's slacking off a little bit. Okay, yarn round hook and then insert it into the next one. We just, yeah, so that is, yeah, the next one is this one. It's slacking off again. Okay, next one, yarn round hook, pull. See, it's too loose now. I've got my tension too loose. Okay, yarn round hook, pull through. Okay, so you've got 3 on there again. Yarn round hook, pull through 2, yarn round hook, pull through 2. Okay, make sure the white, just pull a little bit on it, not too hard so it's too tight. Okay, do you see how that's forming? You've got yellow, white, yellow, white, yellow, and that is how you go all along your yarn, your outer edge, changing the colours, working alternate. That is, I've got next 17, so I've done 4 now. Okay, take that round the back again, switch to your white yarn, take that off the hook, put that on there for tension. Okay, so you've got to remember all of this if you're working with tension rings as well. Pull your yarn through, yarn over hook, so I'm letting go of that one, put it through your next stitch because we're working in the white yarn. Okay, you've got 3 again. This is your next treble, your 5th one. Got to do 17, remember, through the first 2, through the next 2. That's another treble completed. That's 5 done. Okay, just keep checking how many you've done and you shouldn't go wrong. Right, off with that one, back to the yellow one, around your tension ring, back through, all the time trying to keep that together. Okay, yarn round hook, pull it through first, remember that is very important, that you always pull your yarn you're going to work on through. Okay, then it's together. Alright, so that's the yarn you're working on now. Okay, work into that stitch, yarn round hook and pull through, so you've got 3 again, yarn round hook, pull through 2, yarn round hook, pull through 2. Okay, see, another one's just been created, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've done 6 now. I will just carry on working this now. Okay, and I'll be quiet now just so I can get these 17 done, and then I'll end the video, and then I'll come back with a quick video and show you how it looks and how I'm getting on and if I've finished. Okay, alright, so remember I'm working with the white yarn. I've got to go around the hook first, through that one, because that's what I'm starting with next, yarn over hook, put it through the next treble, yarn round hook, pull through 2, yarn round hook, pull through 2. Okay, that's another one done, and just gently pull on your last yarn. Okay, take that one off my tension ring, put the next one on, yarn round hook, and remember to pull through your stitch first before you work the colour, and pull down so it's all neat and tidy, and grab that one round the back. Now work this one a treble, you work into your white yarn stitch, so you've got 3 on the hook again, yarn round hook, pull through 2, yarn round hook, pull through 2. So that's another one, another treble worked. Pull on your white yarn, unattach that, take that round the back, get your white yarn, pull it through the colour you've just worked. Okay, yarn round hook, and remember to put it on your tension ring, pull it through. Yeah, no, you don't pull it through yet, it's already been pulled through. Put it into your next stitch, yarn round hook, so you've got 3 on here, yarn round hook, pull through 2, and I've just gone to split my stitch. Remember not to do that. Pull through your last 2, so that's another one done, another treble done. Okay, so I've got now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Keep going back and checking how many you've done. I've done 9 now. Okay, round your tension ring, wrap that round your hook, pull it through first before you work it. Yarn round hook, go into your next stitch, so you've got 3 on the hook. Okay, yarn round hook, pull through 2, yarn round hook, pull through 2. So another treble worked. Okay, take that off. Now I'm going to remain quiet now, so I can do to the end of the row, and then show you how you do the corner on the next one, and then I think I'll leave it there. Okay, so I'm going to keep quiet now. Sorry about that. Just dropped my wool. Oh, I've got a snag in my nail. That might snag my knitting, my crocheting, I should say. Never mind. Right, on the next one. Still going to keep quiet now because I'm almost there now at the end. Not quite. Okay, I've made a bit of a snag there. Make sure you don't snag your wool. Okay, just keep quiet for the last remaining. Nearly there now. Yes, I think I've done it now. I'm just going to count them, see if I've got 17. Okay. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yep, I've done 17. Right, okay. Right, I've got my 17. Okay. Yeah, I've got my 17 now, and that's what that looks like. Okay, see, that's what, see there, all the colours are the same on top of each other. So you've got the yellow one, you've got the white one, yellow one, you've got the white one. If you didn't put your loop through your stitch you were going to work on next, you would have white on top of the yellow and then yellow on top of the white. So that is why it's important to drag the colour you're working next through, which is going to be your yellow, and it's on the corner now. So just to end this video, I'm just going to work on the corner so you can see how I do that. Okay, we've just worked in yellow, in white I should say, put it to the back, that's my yellow. I'm doing the corners now, so the next stitch will be your space you're working, and that is 2 TR, 2 chain, 2 TR in corner space. You still have to alternate the colours. Okay, so the first one is yellow, sunflower yellow. Drag it through your white one first that you've just finished, and 2 TR, so 2 treble, so yarn round hook. Okay, but you've got to alternate the colours. You can't do 2 in yellow and then 2 in white. That's not how you do it. You alternate it. Okay, so the yellow one will be 1 TR and then the other one will be white TR. Then that makes your 2 TR that you've just done. Okay, so we're going into the space in this gap here, and I'm doing a 1 TR in my yellow. Okay, yarn round hook, pull through the first 2, yarn round hook again, pull through the last 2. Okay, you've done 1 there. but it's asking you to do 2 TR in the space. Okay, I've just pulled on the white. Okay, I'm now doing my other TR in white. So yarn round hook and make sure you pull it through the last colour you worked on, so your colours stay consistent. Okay, I'm doing a TR now, yarn round hook, go back through your space, yarn round hook and pull that loop through, so you now have 3. This is still doing a treble, yarn round hook, pull through your first 2, yarn round hook, pull through your next 2. Right, you've just done those 2 trebles. Okay, now in between, right, in between you have to do 2 chain. Well, I am going to do my 2 chain in yellow, okay, and then also, because it does tell you in the pattern, also work the yarn I'm working with now into a TR, because you've got to do 2 more TR after these 2 chain. Okay, 1, that isn't a chain yet, that's 1, okay, 2, that's 2 chains there. Okay, now I've done my 2 chain in the middle because we're going on a corner. Now I need 2 TR, so I'm going to do my 1 TR in the yellow I've just worked. So yarn over hook, and this is normal, this is normal, this is, it tells you to do this in the pattern anyway. So make sure you've pulled on your white yarn as well to neaten it up. So this is your next TR. Okay, yarn round up, go through your last 2. Okay, now the last TR I am going to work in my white yarn. Okay, okay, this is my last TR now, yarn round hook, go back through your space again, make sure your yarn is round the back, the last yarn you worked with, yarn round hook, pull that through your space so you have 3 on your hook, yarn round hook, pull through 2, yarn round hook, pull through your last 2. Okay, so that completes your corner. Okay, so that's your corner, and then you do another 17 and you alternate the colours, but that is how you do your corners. So you've got that now. Okay, that's your corner. Okay, and then you carry on alternating your colours and go round until you've done round 6. Okay, so right, you've just seen me just work that now. I'm going to hold it up so you can see where I've got so far, you see, and that's alternating the colours, and that's changing the colour on this particular pattern. Alright, as I say, there is another way you can change the colour of your yarn if you work in different colours, but this is how my method I'm working to change my colour. I won't use the other method I learnt because I'm not doing a blanket with 2 colours and there's more yellow and more white than just 2 rows. This is how I choose to do my changing of colours. If you like today's video, please subscribe, and thanks for watching. Bye bye for now.